The blueberry incident. Hit it. Fucker.
I'll tell you this, though. Fez brought up the fucking main thing. That fucking guacamole, if it's made correctly, is the shit.
It's pretty good. Like, I don't know if I've ever had really good stuff.
You haven't had it really good.
Well, Chipotle has some decent guacamole. I have it every so often.
You're on a health food kick.
I guess so, yeah.
Now, the blueberry is one that can't work on its own. It has to have something with it, like the kiwi. It's not a standalone fruit. The Voice is going to get the spot after the Super Bowl. That's, of course, if we have a Super Bowl this coming season.
Holy shit. Wow.
And then Ronnie gets mad if you call him a shit stir.
Well, he's not. He's just
Ronnie hung him out.
No, he's letting Fez take the stick. They're co-hosts.
Yeah. Can I please hear that again? The trembling voice, the not really knowing where it's going, and the complete silence.
He explained yesterday that what he was trying to say was that blueberry juice is not something that's served on its own.
Right, it's got to be mixed with something else.
Yes.
He could have gotten that point across, but you could tell he lost confidence in what he was saying completely.
I don't think I've ever heard anything more uncomfortable.
No.
I can't think of anything that comes close to this. No.
That
the most
is
uncomfortable thing I've ever heard.
Hey, we just had Paris Hilton in here yesterday.
Yes.
This is so uncomfortable.
You could hear it degenerating and just falling apart.
But the beauty of it, it degenerates before it starts.
Yes.
Like he never had confidence.
And it's not that Ronnie B did. He didn't say anything.
Well, that's just it.
Ronnie could have said
Ronnie didn't
chose
say
not to.
anything.
Fez had the stick, though. It was Fez's topic. It was Fez's
Fez had
topic.
the stick.
Fez had the stick.
He had the spirit stick.
I'm suspicious of that Ronnie B. That's all I'm saying.
They're
Suspicious.
They're
I'm
co-hosts.
suspicious.
Sometimes Ron takes the stick. Sometimes
Suspicious.
Fez takes the stick.
That was
suspicious.
as close as you could get to a birtation and still be speaking some words.
Ron doesn't want to step all over Fez when Fez is going somewhere.
Oh, boy.
Hey, you think that guy you banned feels like an asshole now?
Yeah. See?
See?
Jackass.
You know what the fuck we're doing? Fuckwad.
Jackass.
What's a fuckwad?
A fuckwad? It's a wad of fuck.
Yeah, it's what you do to a big, big bundle of cash.
Fuck it. Blow it.
8:25.
All right.
All right, here we go. Once again.
You're on a health food kick.
I guess so, yeah.
Now, the blueberry is one that can't work on its own. It has to have something with it, like the kiwi. It's not a standalone fruit. The Voice is going to get the
pause
spot.
again. Pause.
The breathing.
We're going to do this at least another 5 times.
The breathing.
Hold on. That time, I actually stopped breathing. I stopped fucking breathing.
Standalone fruit.
How appropriate is it in that moment he was saying standalone fruit?
How dare you?
Oh,
That was
no.
going to get him crying.
He
That
won't
was Jim
cry.
Norton.
Tease them.
This.
How dare you?
Yeah, but he doesn't understand
the
teasing.
shaking voice, and then the you hear just him breathing, and then clawing to try to get to another subject.
We've all lost focus for a minute.
Well, that's true.
It's not that, it happens.
We've lost focus for years.
This is the sound of a flower wilting.
Don't phrase it like that. That's what it is. You think so?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's listen to this again.
Please.
You're on a health food kick.
I guess so, yeah.
Now, the blueberry is one that can't work on its own. It has to have something with it, like the kiwi. It's not a standalone fruit. The Voice is going to get the.
And what is Ronnie doing at that point? Just staring at him? Is Ronnie just staring at him?
I don't personally know what was going on at that exact point. I have seen scenarios, though, when Ron stares directly at Fez while Fez is
just
trying to
floundering.
figure out what
Ronnie
to do next.
is a brilliant radio host. I'm suspicious of that motherfucker.
But that's
I'm
because
suspicious.
Ron says that when Ron is talking, there are many times where Fez sits silently staring at him. So Ron says, well, that's what we do then.
Oh, shit.
That's what he told me. He told me that on the air once, that sometimes I got to give it back to him a little bit.
Did he have
But not like hostilely. That's just the chemistry.
Did he have a mini stroke?
It was
In the middle of that?
like the kiwi. The stand.
What he was getting at was the juices.
Right. You can't just have blueberry juice.
Or kiwi juice, for
Or
instance.
kiwi juice. But if you have kiwi
Blueberry.
grape juice, cranberry juice with blueberry juice in it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
See, this is where he should have went.
That's where he was going.
You know, like, hey, the blueberry, not a standalone juice. You mix it with cranberry juice, though, delicious.
Yes.
I've had some. It's fantastic.
You enjoy it.
It kind of perks up the cranberry if you just, you don't want cranberry juice. Sometimes it's a little too tart. So you mix it with other fruits. It's wonderful.
That's great to humiliate Fez by showing him what he should have done. Basically, what you're saying is here's how Fez should do his job. Because he doesn't know how to do it.
No,
Sure you are. You're like, here's what Fez could have done. Watch how easy it is for me.
No, I was just saying the way it tailed off. See, he could, but I know Fez. He can do that.
He has done it, and
Yes.
he will continue to
You
do it.
want to hear it again?
I can't stop hearing this.
You stop breathing, right?
Yes, his breathing is the most disturbing thing. His
can hear
breathing in those gaps of not knowing what to say.
And the immediate depression.
And do you
It's
hear?
immediate.
Listen how quickly it goes from blueberry. Like he started out just saying blueberries with energy, and then it completely falls apart. Wow.
You're on a health food kick.
I guess so, yeah.
Now, the blueberry is one that can't work on its own. It has to have something with it, like the kiwi. It's not a standalone fruit. The voice is going to get the spot after.
All right, I picked up on something else. Oh, God. The closing of the studio door. I thought that was happening live.
No, I just picked up. I believe.
Who's leaving the studio?
I believe Ron left the studio.
No way.
I truly believe.
No way.
In my heart,
See-
I wasn't there. I'm just going by the audio, but I believe that Ron left.
We got that big, heavy door, and the first few times I was listening to it, I wasn't thinking, and then I heard it there, and I'm thinking, wait, who just walked in the middle of that clip? And then I look up, the door is closed, no one's walking in, so now it's on the tape, which means somebody walked out in the middle of that. And you're saying it's Ron.
I believe it was
now
Ron.
listen for the door.
I'm not sure, but I believe it was
So
Ron.
you think Ron just walked out the studio?
Maybe he got a phone call.
Well, or maybe he was looking at Fez and just went, well, I gotta leave the studio.
Well, let's listen for the door sound effect.
Okay.
Obviously,
You wanted to listen again?
Obviously,
Please.
yes. Obviously, the door has to open, and by the time you hear that sound, that means the person is gone.
Is gone, out of the
and
room.
that might have distracted Fezzy.
Okay.
So let's listen again now for the door
You're
sound.
on a health food kick.
I guess so, yeah.
Now, the blueberry is one that can't work on its own. It has to have something with it, like the kiwi. It's not a standalone fruit. The voice is going to get...
The door. Someone left.
I think it might have been Ron.
I think Ronnie walked away.
It's tough to do a show that's so caller-centric. You know, Ron and Fez are all about the listeners getting involved.
Sure.
And these shows are being taped, so they don't have phones.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Makes it tougher.
Yeah, they
For
can't,
everybody involved.
Showing the brilliance of Ron, still
Well-
pulling it off without the phone.
And Fez.
When he
Ron and
goes,
Fez. pull it off.
1-866 Ron. 0 Fez. 1-866 Ron.
Yeah.
0 Fez.
You can't say the phone number anymore because it's not as busy. It's nobody to answer it.
Yeah.
Are we done with the blueberry incident?
I would hope so because it seems like
I
you
would
guys are
say
poking
one
fun.
more time just to see if we missed anything else.
You're on a health food
Once
kick.
more.
I guess so, yeah.
Now, the blueberry is one that can't work on its own. It has to have something with it, like the kiwi. It's not a standalone fruit. The voice is going to get the spot.
All right, listen, we're getting...
It's brilliant.
Travis in Buffalo was listening yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Might have more to the story. Travis?
Yeah, you guys pretty much got it now, but he left the studio to get Pepper Hicks a turkey sandwich, and that's when all that happened.
You can't just get up and get someone a turkey sandwich.
Pepper was hungry. Pepper is a very talented person. He needs to eat. He needed a turkey sandwich, so Ronnie figured Fez had the stick. I'm going to go get this kid a turkey sandwich.
Why is Travis playing along here with Ronnie? Ronnie, I'm telling you, I'm suspicious of that guy.
Pepper gets hungry. Pepper's a big guy.
So Ronnie needed to get the turkey sandwich.
Ronnie needed to get Pepper Hicks a turkey sandwich because Pepper had been there. At that point, it was getting probably towards dinner time since they were taping after the show.
In the middle of that, Ronnie figured he would leave the studio
to get a turkey sandwich.
Well, Fez had the stick.
And everyone thinks it's logical for Ronnie to do that.
Well, it's Ron and Fez, so he figured Fez got this. I'm going to go grab this kid a turkey sandwich.
I'm going to start watching that Ronnie a little closer, I think. By the way, blueberries and turkey. What's your thoughts?
Thoughts?
Thoughts on the blueberry and the turkey?
You don't take a blueberry seriously.
I know cranberries, and that cranberry sauce goes well with fucking turkey.
Now, you usually don't eat cranberry sauce by itself. You
mix
need it with the stuffing or with the turkey.
This is what you do. You do the cranberry, you do the turkey with a little gravy, you put the mashed potatoes and a little corn all together. That's delish.
I separate my food. I don't like
mix
it
that
getting
shit
mixed
together?
up. No, I don't even like a corn kernel getting into my mashed taters.
Much like your neighborhood.
Yes, I like it completely segregated on my plate. How I wish this country was like my plate on Thanksgiving.
Were you guys really doing that topic, or were you making light of the...
You know, the wings and legs at one side. And what kind of meat is that called? Oh, yeah.
What we're showing you, Sam, is we can make magic out of anything. Throw something at us, we make magic. That's what we do here. Was anyone else with that Paris Hilton crap yesterday would have been a stinkeroo. We made magic out of that horse.
Let me now clear the bounce on that gentleman.
Why? Let him suffer for the rest of the day.
He's made others suffer. It's only right he should suffer proper.
That's right. And I bet you he's guilty of other shit.
Sure he is.
Leave him right where the fuck he is.
I think he's gone.
Oh, he's weeping now.
He's a dick.
We might have to play it again, guys, because Chris in Phoenix writes, you could hear the mic rig squeaking as he walks away.
He had to get the kid a turkey sandwich.
You got to get him a turkey sandwich, huh?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like turkey?
Look, we're trying to move on, but if there's a mic squeak in here, Sam, we got to do our jobs and make sure that it is a mic squeak.
I was going to play this for you off the air, but I mean...
Let it be known, Sam brought this to our show.
It was on the air.
I was listening to Ron and Fez yesterday.
Well, you should have been. I listen every day.
I was editing shit.
I'm a fan of Ron and Fez. I wanted to bring what I liked from that show to this show because we all share.
Right.
They're a great
One more time,
show.
man, or no? It's your call.
Oh, yeah, I would say once more. Sure. Sure.
Well, we want to listen for the mic squeak.
I want to hear the mic squeak now.
You didn't hear the squeak.
All right.
You're on a health food kick.
I guess so, yeah.
Now, the blueberry is one that can't work on its own. It has to have something with it, like the kiwi. It's not a standalone fruit.
Door closed.
And you
The
can
voice,
just picture,
is
you can
going-
just picture Ronnie just not even acknowledging what's going on, opening that door, walking out.
Head down to the deli to get a turkey sandwich from Mr. Hicks.
Like he's leaving his house.
And you heard it very early on. You heard kind of a mic a little bit.
He was all finished.
Now someone's saying, oh, Kevin from Connecticut, he says, listen for the heavy sigh.
Oh, I hear the heavy sigh.
Now,
really?
whose heavy sigh is that? Is that Fez's heavy sigh?
Oh,
Like-
is it?
I'm not sure. I'm asking you guys.
I don't know.
Or is it Ron's sigh?
E-Rock, turn up the volume so we can hear the heavy sigh.
You
You're
gonna
on
play
a
it
health
again?
food kick.
I guess so, yeah.
Now, the blueberry is one that can't work on its own. It has to have something with it, like the kiwi. It's not a standalone fruit. The voice is...
I heard the heavy sigh. All right.
I'm not sure whose side that was, though.
Oh, come on.
It could have been Ron's or Fez's. Or it could have even been Pepper Hicks just sighing because he was so hungry because of the sandwich. Keep in mind, Pepper Hicks did not have the sandwich yet. Ron was on his way to get the sandwich.
Why didn't Pepper go get it?
He probably had to produce, stay in the studio.
No, I think it's more important to have Mr. Bennington in studio.
Well, Fez had the stick.
The stick. You and that stick.
That's what Ronnie says.